The woman frantically pressed the buttons, unleashing her ultimate move and summoning 5 children to beat up the man. But the damage they caused was minimal. When she saw her youngest son successfully restrain the man, the woman immediately prepared to press her advantage. However, the joystick flew out of her hand. She quickly reached out to catch it, but it was already too late. She could only helplessly drop to the ground in despair. The female assistant angrily grabbed the bartender's controller, but the bartender told her that this was a necessary part of the game. Then the shop assistant was stunned. She saw the woman grab the man's head and smash it against the game machine. The bartender said that only by seeing the dark side of human nature could the judgment be fair. The female assistant was still puzzled. She thought that anyone would do the same when their life was threatened. The woman couldn't believe she had done such a thing. She hurried forward to try to wake the man up. But at that moment in the man's mind, he saw his stepmother cooking a rich meal for him, yet he preferred to hide in his room and eat instant noodles. At this time, the woman was still apologizing non-stop. She asked the bartender to call an ambulance. However, the bartender coldly said that the woman should continue the game. The woman had no choice but to return to her position and continue the game. She numbly pressed the buttons, constantly attacking the man. On the other side, the man was still lost in his memories. The man's stepmother hoped to hear the man call her mom, and the man heard everything. Then the man suddenly woke up. On the other side, the woman was still attacking. The man's attack brought the woman back to her senses. Immediately after, the man also used his ultimate move. He saw his stepmother appear on the screen, throwing food at the woman. Until the end, both of them had only a little life left. They desperately wanted to kill each other. It was at this moment that they remembered what had happened in their lives. It turned out that the man had already died in a fall, and the woman had been killed by the assistant she had beaten. In the end, the man and the woman fought to a draw. The woman couldn't believe she was dead. She had children waiting for her at home. But the bartender told her that this was the transit station for the souls of the dead. The outcome of the game would determine the fate of the souls. The woman couldn't accept it, but countless threads were binding her from behind. The woman had always been bullied in the past. She had just achieved success in her career, and this had happened. At the same time, the man was also very regretful. He had died without ever calling his stepmother mom. Finally, the bartender hugged them tightly and sent them up in the elevator.